Jill McCrae. I'm here with Ambiente. She's a 14-year-old Mustang, and we are here at McCrae Farm in Grays Lake, Illinois, a French classical riding academy. And today we are going to do a little lunging, a little work in hand, and we're going to put a rider on top of her back. So you're going to see some things that are new because she's so extremely smart that she makes me really look good. We love that. All right, so let's do a little lunging. So I've not been putting a side rein on. I have them in case I need them. But the horse has been pretty round and good without a side rein. She's ready to go. She feels that beautiful spring weather. But I want a nice walk first. Good for the brain.
Well, it's 50 degrees warmer than it was when we started filming in January.
Oh, yeah. All right, now we can try. Right away, she takes a nice big breath. That tells me she's relaxed. I want a little slower trot. Today, I am going to put a side rein on her. Ooh.
She seems to be very full of energy today.
She's happy. It's a beautiful day today. That's my baby girl. We can see that circle is still a little irregular. Again, that's going to take just some patient time.
Well, so if you're working her a few days a week in between what we're filming, so if we're at week 8 this week, we forgot to tell everybody that at the beginning.
So sorry.
It's week 8. But if we're at week 8, this could probably be like session 24 or 25 with the horse, maybe. Maybe a little.
I do her 5 days a week.
Okay.
So let's do the math.
So that's 40.
40, yeah.
Well, no, if it's 8, yeah, it would be 40. So, so basically 40, less than 40 hours
Correct.
so far. So actually, I would think she's going quite nicely for less than 40 hours of work.
She's progressing faster than I dreamed. That's what you want for a circle, right there. You've got to figure out a head carriage or bend. Now the trot is a little bit more relaxed. Whoa. Now we're going to make the reverse. Again, the disclaimer, normally I would keep her a little bit longer on that side, but we're going to move on to the next side.
So we were having a conversation yesterday with some other Mustang trainers and people who are in this field and talking about the importance of a professional in the journey of the horse from the holding pen before it gets to the end user, so to speak, to its, kind of its forever home. That unless you're a trainer yourself, this is where and why professionals get paid to do their job.
I agree. It's for the experience to be safe for the human and mentally comfortable for the horse. Because horses won't get injured, people will. Why? They put themselves in the wrong position, they ask something too soon, they don't read the cues. So if you can find a good professional to help you with the start, it's money well spent.
Well, and the main part of the conversation that we were having was about preparing a horse that's not like they used to, rush them through in a 90-day program where you'd have horses with holes in their education. The idea of the classical is to build the whole education foundation from the bottom up. So you don't have a horse a year down the road or 2 years down the road and someone has a problem with it.
Correct. So to use this horse as an example, the owner has not said, I want her to go into a show, a competition, I want her to be at this level and give me the time frame. For the owner, it's important that the horse is happy and learning. Oftentimes, trainers are held hostage by the owners because if they don't produce results, the horse is pulled and goes to another trainer. So I am fortunate that I have owners that are realistic. They trust me with their horses. And chasing ribbons is not the end all. girl you are. So this is super nice here. She's on the bit, she's relaxed, she did an unauthorized walk, that's okay. All right, we're gonna do a little work in hand.
She has beautiful angels on her saddle pad today. Oh my goodness.
They're little baby cupids, little cupid. Very cute.
And of course, Jill is dressed as Jill always dresses, like spectacular and spiffy. Yeah?
No, I was gonna say, never leave the house without your lipstick and your mascara.
There you go. Words of wisdom from Jill McCrae.
You never know when you'll meet the next Mr. Right. So we're going to do a little work in hand, which is a classical way of training. So I am the pillar. The horse goes around me. Then I make a little square. Front leg, back leg crossing. Come around. Little pillar this way. Little square.
And the importance of big steps.
Well, if you do tiny little steps, they go nowhere. It's like, big, regular steps.
With purpose.
Yes. Okay. So she's going, I know that. Give me something else I can do. How about a haunches in? Okay. We'll do haunches in. We're going to keep the haunches in around the corner. Now, what is the haunches in on a small circle? It's a Pepperidge Farm cookie called Pirouette. Is the owner crying yet? That's it. Good girl. And what is a haunches in on a diagonal? Half pass. Go all the way to the wall. And what we do on one side, we do on the other. I had to think about that one. So this is kind of tricky. Tricky to do, tricky to teach people. Horses are generally smarter than the people. Haunches in, last part of the circle. I'm going to keep it around. I'm coming for my pirouette.
Well, if anyone watched your group lesson with the on the ground in hand work, they could see how difficult it was even for your students.
Yeah. And half pass to the right. Okay. Put a good rider on top her back. Alicia, come on down. Okay, so we're going to put Alicia on Ambiante.
Alicia gets on very nice and quietly.
So that's very important of how Alicia got on. I remember one time I had this very, I won't use the A word, but she was skinny, okay? And she got on the horse like a predator, and the horse freaked out. I didn't think that someone that weighed 80 pounds could do that. So you come gently on the horse. All right, so I've been kind of fading out because this is not a pony ride. We want to teach the rider or the horse to be independent of the person on the ground. So we're going to walk, close your legs, and I'm just here to help her a little bit. Sit. Kind of behind here. Leg is back. Yesterday I had this horse in one of my lessons, and I had the line off at the walk, and she was just following the other horse. So yeah, she's in shoulder in. Ideally we would want her straight, but guess what? I never fault a horse for doing shoulder in. And then while we're at it, Alicia's going to think about her posture. Okay, so if you look at my posture, it looks pretty good. We're going to stop for a minute. Okay, posture's pretty good. It's pretty good. But now if I think about lifting from my last rib to my hip, this is even better. Okay, so we're going to walk. So the more proud that you sit on the horse, the better the horse feels physically and mentally. You can see the horse is on the bit, the rein are light. Alicia's leg is just back touching.
Another thing I don't ever see up here at McCrae Farm, ever see it. I've not seen it, so.
Sloppy Joe's? What?
No, it starts with an S. What? We were just talking about Alicia's leg.
Oh, spurs. Spurs. Yeah, we don't really wear them. The horse is prepared on the ground. You don't really need spurs. Even I have a couple big heavy draft horses that I work. The groundwork prepares them. And this horse has got quite an engine. You certainly wouldn't want to put a spur, let alone a new horse.
But you'd be amazed at how many people do.
Sure. It looks cool for a Halloween costume. All right, you're gonna halt. So she took an extra step and then she fixed herself. Go to the left.
So can you talk a little bit about what bit you're using on her?
So this is a snaffle bit. A snaffle bit is a bit that's jointed. This happens to be a Baucher bit.
A Baucher?
Baucher, B-A-U-C-H-E-R. This is named after Francois Baucher, very famous trainer in the late 1800s. And I like it because it kind of stabilizes on the cheek piece. Some people say it has a little effect on the pole. I don't think that's true. But it just seems to fit nicely. I like the Baucher. Okay, we're gonna go in the middle here. depending on if the horse feels weak, we do a rising. For this particular horse, she feels better mentally when we're sitting. She's a strong little mare.
Well, her muscle development is really coming along right now. She's getting tight in the tushy, so to speak.
Good. You're going to think. Good. Here. Good. Move.
What a good girl she is.
And then we trot to the right. Okay, so I want to thank you for tuning in and to see this beautiful girl and her progress. It's been an absolute delight working with this horse, and we'll see you next week.